Hey guys, how are you? So, Jason back here again with disassembly of this CT50 Sterling Cutlass by Music Man. So, if you watch my other videos, so this is the guitar I just got yesterday from Palin Music. It's got a bad switch. I've been in contact with Palin Music. I dealt with a guy there named Nash, um, and this guy is awesome. He told me, "Don't worry about it. Just get a new switch, have it installed, or put it in yourself, whatever, and we'll fix you up for whatever the cost was." And so I picked up one of these higher end Fender switches, and or Fender style switch. It comes from All Parts. They're made in the USA. I think it comes from Houston, Texas. It says. Look at the price, $37.50. Are you kidding me right now? For a switch? I couldn't believe it. I guess I'd never bought a Fender switch before. I don't know if this is regular price. Now this is Canada. I'm in Canada, so this is the price that they were at my local music store. In the U.S., what? They're probably what? $3, $4. I have no idea. Anyway, that's crazy, and it doesn't even come with the like the plastic. What do you call it? Top hat or whatever that goes on the switch. It's just the switch and the blade. Like there's no. You think for $37.50 they'd throw in a freaking end cap to go on the top of the blade there. Anyway, I'm going to try and change that. So I thought I'd just film this because I've never seen the inside of this, and I don't know if you guys have either, but we're going to have a look. If it's not shielded inside, I'm going to shield it up before I put it all back together. So I just took the screws out and I took the strings off, and we're just going to pop this off and you guys can see what's in there. I don't know if I guess I don't have to take the neck off. Nope. Holy smokes. I can't even, what the, holy, it's all, everything's nice and clean in there, but it's all zip tied so tight, I can't even get this, I can't take this off. So I guess I'm going to have to, I didn't think I would have to, but I guess I'm going to have to dismantle the jack and push the jack through the guitar so I can get enough play to take this cover off so I can replace the switch. Because right now, there's no way, like, that is in there. And I don't want to force anything and break some wires. So, all right, well, I'm going to pause this and dismantle the jack here and see if I can get this whole cover plate off. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I guess the issue was that the jack wire was totally at the other end of the guitar, and it seems really tight in there. So anyway, I just had to, I undid this jack plate and I was able to pull the wire in a little more, and then I was able to flip this up, so it's not a big deal. It's very neat wiring in there, and it's all shielded. Everything's shielded inside. But the routes aren't super clean. Like the top of the route is good, but inside it looks like the blade was dull and it actually burnt some of the wood. Like it's very splintery, like where the holes are, the drills or the indentations are for the pickup screws and stuff. But everything else looks really nice around the edge, and it's all shielded. It's all black shielding paint, so that's great. And this cavity down here, so there's a guy on YouTube, his name is well, he goes by 2Bike Mike, and he does a ton of guitar mods and purchases. Like he buys a lot of budget guitars and he does a ton of these mods, and the guy is super meticulous. Like he's very detailed and takes his time, and he does great work. Anyway, and he reached out to me and he said, if you're going to change that switch, you may have to route out this cavity, because chances are the switch that you get, the regular, Fender style switch, may not be as good as these little circuit board type switches, and it might be deeper. And you know what? He's probably right, but in this case, this circuit board switch is just as deep as this one, it looks like. So I think it'll go on no problem. And there's lots of depth here in this cavity. So if you guys are looking to change some pots and stuff, I think it'll be fine. As far as the pots go, these are just like dime-sized pots. I can't really tell, can't really see what's on there. Oh, they're alpha. It says alpha 250K. So they're alpha pots, but they're small version. So I think they'll be good. And these pickups, I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not sure what's on there. TP 1012 EG5 WHT-M. So whatever, if you guys can make that out, that's what's in there. I'm assuming they're just they must be like their own brand or something, maybe, I don't know. But they sound good. In the sound clip video I did, I liked them a lot. There's lots of little metal filings on these pickups. I'm gonna try and vacuum that up. I don't know what the heck's going on. Maybe someone rubbed or buffed out the fretboard with what do they call that stuff? Steel wool or something, maybe, I don't know. But there's a ton of little metal fragments on these pickups here. I can't really flip this up so for you to see, but I don't know, you probably can't see that. But anyway, so yeah, everything looks good. I'm just gonna figure out how to change this switch and how to wire it up, you know, prior, like do these connections. I'll have to go on YouTube to do that because I'm not super tech savvy, but I can't draw, but I can trace, so the saying goes. So I'll replace that switch. The wires are all color coded here, so it should be a piece of cake. And then I'll come back to you. A few things I want to snug up and touch up before putting it back together. And you can see, I don't know if you can see in here, but here, let me get the phone a little closer maybe. Bring this down. I don't know if you can see this, just to show you the routes of the cavity here. So I don't know if you can see in here, there's like, it's all splintered. So I'm going to take a little, you know, knife and cut out these chunks of wood here that are useless. I just don't want them to cut through some wires. And yeah, so you can see, you know, it's grounded, it's shielded right to the shielding paint, grounded to the shielding paint, and then this must be the wire that goes to the claw in the rear, like the springs or whatever. And yeah, so yeah, pretty clean in there. I'm decently impressed. The wiring job is nice. It's all soldered, seems soldered well, and it's zip tied all up together. So I'm just gonna have to probably clip that zip tie and unsolder all these wires here before I start doing my own soldering, and then yeah, and then that's it. All right, I'm gonna pause this up and I'll be back later. All right, so this is the switch that comes on these guitars. So it's called Alpha switch, made in Korea, and you can see it just has those kind of teeter-totter pins there that go back and forth, and all the contacts are made from within the switch inside to these exterior pins here. And so you can see down here in, like, this would have been the bridge position. It's this switch is nice and solid, but then up here it's super loose. Like, there's a lot of play back and forth and side to side. So anyway, whatever, there's something wrong with the internals of the switch. The exterior of the switch looks okay. So that's why there was a short. There wasn't a bad solder. The solder joints were all done well. There wasn't an issue there. So the problem was inside. So all right, I got to do a little bit of homework, figure out how to wire all these wires here to the new switch, and then I'll be back. All right, so I'm just in the process of soldering the switch. So the spring side, from what I could see online, goes towards the volume pots. I don't know if that really makes a difference or not, but so I have, and you can see where the contacts are. So I have the lead pickup up here, and then followed by the middle pickup. So bridge, middle, and then neck. And then I'm going to jump this pin to this pin, and then I'll run this pin out to my output over here, and then find a little spot for this ground wire, and that's it. All right, so I'm going to finish that up, and then I'll be back and we'll test it and see if everything works. All right, so we're all done. So I have the bridge, the middle, and the neck pickup over here. I ran a jumper wire from this lug to that lug back here. I ran it underneath, like beside the switch, because I don't want to take any amount of space like between the bottom of the switch and the bottom of the guitar. I don't want to take a chance it's going to jam up there. So I just ran it on the side, and then this is connected to the volume. And there was an extra ground wire here, which from what I can find online, you don't really solder a ground wire to a 5-way switch. But anyway, it was there on the old switch, so I just soldered it to the side of the switch here. And it looks like it's grabbing on pretty good, just to the metal casing. And that's it. So we're all done. I just tested the pickups plugged in, and they all work. So I guess the switch job is done. So thanks a lot again for watching, and hopefully maybe this might help somebody. But so I've never wired a 5-way switch before. It was super easy. There's a bunch of different ways you can do them. You can jump off these right side pins here, and you can go directly to the tone if you want to split your tone controls. But this guitar isn't wired this way. It's just one master tone and one master volume. So there was no tone wire coming off the switch. So, man, pretty straightforward. All right, thanks, and you guys stay safe. I'll post once all this is together again, and what Palin Music is willing to do to help me out with the bad switch that came in this guitar, and I'll let you know. All right, take it easy.